Hello, and welcome to the Vegan Warriors podcast, where we explore the latest news and trends in the vegan world. I'm your host, Celeste, and today we're going to talk about a recent article from Veg News titled, "Vegan Food Has Hit the Mainstream, but Have We Reached the Tipping Point?" The article discusses the current state and future prospects of plant-based eating and how the vegan food industry is booming, but also facing some challenges and opportunities. It features insights from experts such as Michele Simon, Executive Director of the Plant-Based Foods Association, Bruce Friedrich, co-founder and the president of the Good Food Institute, and Toni Okamoto, founder of Plant-Based on a Budget. If I pronounce some of these names wrong or incorrectly, I apologize in advance. This topic is important and relevant for the vegan community and the general public because veganism is a growing trend that has significant implications for the health, welfare, and sustainability of humans, animals, and the planet. Veganism is a diverse and inclusive movement that can foster social justice, cultural awareness, and personal empowerment for people of different backgrounds, perspectives, and identities. Veganism is a challenge and an opportunity for innovation, investment, and education in the food industry, the alternative protein sector, and the media landscape. I invite you to share your thoughts and questions on social media or email celeste@theveganwarriors.com and mention the hashtag #VeganTippingPoint. According to the article, the vegan food market has grown significantly in the past few years thanks to factors such as consumer demand, innovation, investment, and media attention. Some of the highlights include the plant-based food sector grew 27% in 2020, reaching $7 billion in sales, according to the Plant-Based Foods Association and the Good Food Institute. Plant-based meat sales increased 45% in 2020, outpacing animal meat sales growth by more than 6 times, according to the same report. Plant-based dairy alternatives such as milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream accounted for 35% of the total plant-based food market, with sales growing 20% in 2020, according to the same report. Vegan restaurants and delivery services have thrived during the pandemic, offering convenient and delicious options for consumers who want to eat more plant-based meals. Vegan celebrities, influencers, athletes, and activists have raised awareness and inspired millions of people to try veganism or reduce their animal product consumption. Vegan documentaries, books, podcasts, and online courses have educated and entertained audiences with compelling stories and facts about the benefits of veganism for animals, health, and the environment. Some brands have become mainstream, such as Beyond Meat, Impossible Foods, and Oatly, which have become household names and have partnered with major retailers and restaurants. Just Egg, which has sold the equivalent of 100 million chicken eggs since its launch in 2019 and has recently expanded to China and Canada. Mayoko's Creamery, which has revolutionized the vegan cheese and butter market and has won several lawsuits against the dairy industry over its labeling. No Evil Foods, which has created plant-based meats with a social and environmental mission and has donated over 30,000 meals to food banks during the pandemic. Some statistics and facts that illustrate the impact and potential of the vegan food market includes, according to a report by UBS, the plant-based protein market could grow by more than 28% annually, reaching $85 billion by 2030. According to a survey by the Vegan Society, 25% of Britons said they would try veganism in 2021, up from 12% in 2019. According to a study by Oxford University, switching to a plant-based diet could reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 73% and save 8.1 million lives per year by 2050. Since 2009, that's when I started my journey in the plant-based lifestyle, I've personally seen significant growth in veganism with its products, festivals, foods, and educational material. Of course, the vegan movement has grown throughout the years. However, the article also points out that there are still some barriers and challenges that prevent veganism from reaching its full potential, such as the lack of clear and consistent labeling and regulation for plant-based products, which can create confusion and misinformation among consumers and retailers. The persistence of myths and stereotypes about veganism, such as that it is expensive, elitist, boring, or unhealthy, which can deter or discourage people from adopting or maintaining a vegan lifestyle. The influence of the animal agriculture industry, which has a powerful lobby and a vested interest in maintaining the status quo and resisting change. The need for more research and development, especially in the areas of cellular agriculture and fermentation, which could offer more scalable and sustainable solutions for producing animal-free meat, dairy, and eggs. The need for more diversity and inclusion in the vegan movement, which could foster more collaboration, innovation, and representation for people of different backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives. Knowing these challenges, there are plenty of opportunities to resolve some of the issues. For example, the Plant-Based Foods Association, which is working to create clear and consistent labeling and regulation for plant-based products, and to advocate for fair market access and consumer choice. The Good Food Institute, which is supporting research and development in the fields of cellular agriculture and fermentation, and promoting innovation and investment in the alternative protein sector. Plant-Based on a Budget, which is providing resources and tips for eating vegan on a low income and challenging the myths and stereotypes about veganism being expensive or elitist. Veganism, which is a collective of vegan women of color who are creating a space for community, education, and activism, and celebrating their culture and personal identities. Here are a few stories and anecdotes that illustrate the challenges and opportunities for the vegan movement, such as the story of Genesis Butler, a 14-year-old vegan activist who has spoken at the United Nations and launched a campaign to urge Pope Francis to go vegan for Lent. The story of Tabitha Brown, a vegan influencer who has amassed over 4 million followers on TikTok and Instagram and has landed a book deal and a TV show. The story of Amari McQueen, a 12-year-old vegan chef who has started his own vegan food business, published a cookbook, and hosting a cooking show on CBBC. The story of Joaquin Phoenix, a vegan actor who has used his platform to raise awareness and advocate for animals' rights and has produced several vegan documentaries such as The Animal People in Uganda. Well, with all that said, have we reached the tipping point for veganism, or the point at which a critical mass of people adopt a new behavior or idea, leading to a social change? Here is how some of the experts answered this significant question. Michele Simon, who believes that we have reached the tipping point for veganism based on the growth and diversity of the vegan food market and the mainstream acceptance and adoption of plant-based eating. Bruce Friedrich, who believes that we are close to the tipping point for veganism, but that we need more innovation and investment in the alternative protein sector, especially in cellular agriculture and fermentation, to make it more scalable and sustainable. Toni Okamoto, who believes that we are still far from the tipping point for veganism, but that we have made significant progress and have a lot of opportunities to make it more accessible and affordable for everyone. I think that we are on the verge of the tipping point for veganism, but that we still have some challenges and barriers to overcome. I think that the vegan movement needs to be more diverse and inclusive, and to address the social and cultural aspects of veganism, as well as the environmental and ethical ones. I think that veganism is not only a diet, but also a lifestyle and a philosophy, and that it has the potential to transform the world for the better. So, what do you think? Have we reached the tipping point for veganism, or are we still far from it? What are some of the challenges and opportunities that you see for the vegan movement? And what are some ways that you can support or promote veganism in your own life and community? Let us know in the comments or on our social media channels, or email celeste@theveganwarriors.com using the hashtag #VeganTippingPoint. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more vegan news and discussions. Thank you for listening, and until next time, stay vegan and stay warrior.